So we've got our behavior donut. All right. So the behavior donut exists basically to exemplify whatever criteria you have for that dog. And it's for one behavior each. So each behavior should have its own donut. It works for any behavior, but I'm going to explain it as if we're talking about a heel. So the center of the donut is basically known behaviors where you don't get rewards. So this is a criteria. What we're looking for is to ever expand the outside of this criteria. So when I'm doing successive approximation, as my dog gets closer and closer to the thing that I really, really desire, let's call it dreams and hopes and dreams of a super beautiful focused heel that I can compete with and so forth, things like that. On the very inside is stuff that I've stopped rewarding for. But my dog has this grace area. Okay, I'll reward him for that stuff. I'm still rewarding because I want him to continue to do the stuff that's like in here, in the inside of the donut, but not in the very center. In the very center is going to be a gap in reinforcement. Hey man, you don't get reinforced for that anymore. You don't get reinforced for sloppy behavior, for not looking at me. You don't get reinforced for looking at my leg. You only get reinforced for cranking head up exactly where I want it. Right? So I'm going to increase the criteria as I go. And what I'm doing typically is this expands when this expands, but it's dependent on the outside edge. So the outside edge gets better. I'm like, ooh, I just got a really good behavior. He's head up, he's cranked. Awesome. Guess what that did? Made that bigger in the center. Now there's a bigger area where you don't get rewards. And eventually, when I'm really, when I've fine-tuned this behavior, then the inside and the outside are getting closer and closer together. So there becomes more like a disc or a frisbee, right? So basically, now my dog only gets rewarded for a super narrow criteria. You've got to do it almost exactly perfect. And all this stuff in the inside doesn't happen. So you're only going to get reinforced at that point for walking 150 yards with perfect head up healing, then you get your reward. If you're sloppy in the meantime, you don't get rewards for that. So anyway, I think it's a good visual representation that you can explain to clients, like if they really are interested in like the fine-tuned details of this. Hey, the beginning section of your training really all exists in here. As soon as the dog shows you anything, you're going to do it. But second session, you're already expanding. Third session, expanding. You basically want to make sure that this is expanding all the time, both rings. And if it's not, the dog gets complacent and used to doing the same thing over and over and over again. They get habituated to a shitty behavior, a crooked sit, a sloppy look, a curled head, forging, whatever it is. So make sure that you don't reinforce the things that you want in the center of this. Make sure that you don't reinforce them ever. And that will continue to help you grow the exterior diameter as well. Get it? Got it? Good.
So where's the jelly?